Let us recreate this viral TikTok bubu together. My recreation is this on the left, and the inspiration is on the right. I tried my best to look for the EXO three-color design prints, but I couldn't find. Now, keep in mind that this is 100% cotton Ankara fabric. It's not the regular, medium or small. I bought four aware woofy initially from the market, but I ended up using five. So I had to go to the market once more to get one extra. So please keep that in mind when you want to recreate yours. My customer approved of the this particular design that we settled for. Because whenever I go to market, I always snap what is available and I allow them pick their choice. So first thing I did was to mark the wrong side because Ankara, especially 100% cotton, can be a little bit tricky because you won't know the right side from the wrong. So in order for me not to make a mistake, I decided to just chalk the wrong side. So this is the human body, shoulder here, and the sleeve starts from like here. Let's assume this is it. So here is my back. Half of my back is from like my nape. Is it nape? So I have spinal cord to the shoulder blade. That is 7 for this person. And where I want the Ankara to start on the sleeve is 15. 15. So that means 15 plus 7, that's 22. So that means my Ankara is supposed to be 22, like this. So 22 into 4, our fold is on 2 for front and on 2 for back. So 22 times 4, that's 88. So instead of wasting this much that's left, I'm just going to measure 88 directly and trim off the excess from there. Okay, this is 60. 60. 28. So 28 stops here. Maybe I'll just have like 2 inch for allowance. So I trim it off from the side. So this is what I have left. Now, according to the style, it's a little bit tricky. The normal ones you'd see online, it will be folded into 4. Like this. So you will have these white parts in the middle. But in the picture, it's not like that. In the picture, the patterns are like this. They are placed horizontally. Do you understand? So instead of folding it this way and this way, we're going to join the top here. We're going to join the top here. Sorry, it's a bit dark. My light went off, so I had to manage it. So I cut, I think, about half inch away from the bottom and the top of the Ankara, just to get that part that has things written on it, get it off it. Now, if I had not chalked the wrong side, I would not have known which part to be the right or the wrong because I've taken off that part. And then I splitted the front. Now this way, with this joining, your shoulder is going to have a joining. You can't escape it, except you don't want the patterns to follow each other horizontally. And ironing, so that part I joined that to be for the shoulder, I pressed the living daylight out of it. I pressed it well to make sure that, and you don't have an excuse. If you don't have electricity, go and get a stove iron like I do because the NEPA in my place is somehow. So you fold your fabric into 4, the normal way that you fold it now. After folding, you can just use your iron to smoothen out some wrinkles that are on it. You measure 3 inch for the width and 1.5 inch for the depth. Here. I would use my French curve to just curve this. Now I am cutting the front and the back piece together. It is on fold, as you can see. Then we're not going to open only the front because it has a space in front. So I think my camera shifted around that area, so I'm just going to do a recap. So when this one was on a fold of 4, like this, I measured 3 inch for the depth and 1 inch, 1.5 inch, is it 1.5 now? 1.5 or 1 inch for the distance. Then you curve it, then you open it up to have just only the front, like this. So you can come down to about 7 inch and just curve, slant it rather. And then you just slant it this way. But we're still going to take this part off because in front of the style there is a lapel. Sorry, here's my new phone.
So as you can see this part, the lapel, that is where the ofi will be. So I'm going to measure my ofi on a fold of 2. The ofi in front is folded into 2. So I'm going to measure this. I have approximately 3 inches. So I'm going to use half inch to join this to the fabric. So I'm going to have 2.5. So I'm going to cut away 2.5 from this front. So I would mark 2.5. So I'll just slant this a little here so it goes seamlessly into the curve. So when you open it, this is what you have when it is opened. So this is what you have. So you take your ofi and you fold of 2 this way and start joining it. Now this is the right side. This part facing is the wrong side. So you face this. You can check your ofi to see if it has the wrong or the right side. Use the one that looks okay to you. Then you just join this way. You join it round. You can pin it actually. I think I should pin this. Where's the box of? So I'm not splitting this into 4. I'm splitting it into 2. Please note. I'm splitting this into 2 parts because when you open one side, you have this long, like this long end. So just open one side, then it's time for us to. Now remember when we did the lapel, we folded the lapel into 2. But according to us in that video that we're trying to recreate, we're not folding this into 2. We're just going to place it directly on it this way, and you sew straight, and you have this. Now what I'm going to do, which I'm going to do off camera, is this. Once, let me use this one as an example. After sewing this, as you can see, after sewing it, I'm going to top stitch. Before I top stitch, I'm going to press very well with iron so that this lays very flat. Sorry, my light is off. So that this lays very, very flat. And I will now top stitch. Because if I top stitch it this way, it might be a little bit bulky and you won't just have that seamless look. Do you get in him? So I will do this off camera. Just place this by the side. Now because of the ofi that I'm using, the sides are not exactly equal. If you see what's here, it's very much here. So if you're placing it this way to give this effect on this side, on the right side, when you finish joining it, make sure that on the other side that you're doing it, you're placing it the same way so that your ofi will not look this way on one side and be upside down on the other side. So you have to pay attention to those patterns. So the last thing that I'll be doing now is to arrange this one again. So once I've arranged it, I will now measure the bodice measurement. Then I come down from the shoulder length here. Now remember, this is now the right side. You shouldn't make markings on your right side, but you can make markings with your pin. So you're going to come down from here. Make sure it's properly arranged, please. From here, you come down by 12. You can put a pin to indicate where your 12 is. 12 is here. So you have a pin there. So when you do your measurements, just try and you can do this whereby you measure the whole thing, you divide it into 2, you make a mark where it is, then you measure your bodice, from here to that 12, that could be your bust size measurement. My client's bust is around 9.5, so I'm not going to do here, so I'm just going to trace it. Put on that pin here, then you can come down by 4 inches for the under bust. You measure, you mark, then for the hip area is generally around from the shoulder length 24, 25 marks, depending on how tall the person is. Then you mark the hip, so you just take your body measurement like that on the other side too, and you're good. So after that, I'm going to be doing all this off camera because I don't have light again and it's late. You're just going to fold this into 2. Sorry, you're going to hem it the way I'm doing. Just hem it straight stitch. So when you're done with your hemming, let's assume you're done this way, you take your tassels, because the style has tassels. Here, you're going to hand tack it underneath like this, and you can space it evenly as you want. And
At this point, it was well around 12 o'clock midnight, and I couldn't go on. I couldn't finish it because the Ofi had finished and I've not had a pocket. So I had to go to the market the next day to go and get the Ofi that I would use for the pockets. And as you can see, like it is folded into 2 from the neck area and tapered down to like the under bust. It is part of the style. So you can check the original inspiration, if you want exactly this style, you have to taper it in front like so.
So as at right now, I have finished joining all the parts. This part in the video is curved. The normal way this butterfly bubu is made is just through opening here, but you just curve it from the neck area. I've pinned it down actually. I'm going to hand tack it. Then I think this here is like to 15 or 16, like where our under bust is. No, I think 14. I'm not very sure. So from here, it's not really accurate too, because I'm using my hand to. It's around 14. So this is where our under bust is. So I just tapered the fold down to that part. Then I'm supposed to add pockets into this. So this is the pocket that I've cut out. You know, the side of ashrof, it doesn't fray as long as you do not cut it. So the part that frays here, I have taped it in like I want to hem it. I've pinned it down with, what's it called, sha? So I'm just going to place it on either side. Now if you can see closely here, I have joined the sides already. So my pocket is not supposed to like come on it. It's my pocket would start from the hip part. Like this is the widest part of our hip. So I'm just going to place it here. So by the time I sew this here like this, it's going to go across this side, but it won't overlap on here. Then what else? Okay, so measurements for the pocket. After folding it like I want to hem it, this is like 7.5 by the width of the ofi, the width that it comes in. So that is like 6.1 thereabouts.
At this point, I was hand tacking already. I untacked, that lapel area that I folded into two just to make it stay and not shift unnecessarily when my customer wants to wear it. So I use the invisible method actually. So that way the thread would not show on either the wrong side or the right side. It's just going to be in between the fabric and that was just it. That's literally all for the fabric. Sorry, for the style. I really had, a wonderful time making this, but I can't wear it to show you guys like the final outfit or what it looks like on the human body. This is the canal I used, by the way, to join, where the tapered lapel ends. Yeah, and this is the final one. I can't wear it because it's my customer's outfit, and I don't think it's right for me to, wear my customer's outfit. I don't. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. God bless you. See you in another one. Enjoy the final results that I'm going to post at the end of the video. Adios.